I've known you for a long time. You are from Kansas, and
Yes.
and you moved here when you were what quite young, right?
Well,
just getting started out in the business.
Yeah, I mean, the first time I lived here, I was a little kid. Then I moved to Kansas. When I was 10. I then decided to try and be an actor, and I moved out here when I was 20.
Okay.
And it was pretty rough there.
I have to say, I had the experience of moving out here when I was 22, and it was like going to the moon.
Yeah.
You know, I was just getting started in the business and not having any idea, like not really having a real job yet and not knowing what I was gonna do and being freaked out. Was it like that way for you?
Yeah, I mean, I had a school that I was in that I was able to go to for a little while, but you have no money and I didn't know the areas. I was living in a very strange place. I didn't have a bed for a while.
What do you mean you didn't have a bed?
I just didn't have a bed.
I had a bed.
Yeah, I didn't even have a. I started crashing at a friend's house because I couldn't afford rent. I laid down a bunch of towels. I slept on about 5 towels for a while, and then I got an apartment. I was able to get an apartment in the complex, and actually found a mattress in the dumpster in the carport, and I thought, sweet, free mattress. So I hauled it up to my new apartment, slept on it, woke up the next morning covered in red bumps. But I kept it.
No, you didn't. That's when anyone else burns it. So clearly there's vermin. There's vermin in the bed.
I think I sprayed it with Lysol, and then I just like, and because when you're 20, you're just like, and then eventually just the bumps went away.
Well, wait a minute. What did you do for food? If you have no money could you get groceries?
There was a place, this is true, there was a place right next door called, I won't say the restaurant because I could be sued. It was terrible. And it was all you can eat Chinese food for $2.50.
Oh my God.
I used to take my backpack filled with Tupperware as if I couldn't even afford $2.50 every day, and I would go to the food bar that looked like a rainbow trout. There was so much MSG sprinkled on top of it. And I would put it in these Tupperware bins and then stuff it back in my backpack and heat it up to eat the next day. But I would eat so much of it. One time I ate so much of it, I got up to leave and fainted.
He's an MSG shock.
My roommate, Bo, and I, he lived in the complex, Bo, and we would laugh. We would eat so much, we would just start hyperventilating and laughing. I mean, what are we doing to ourselves? We'd get dessert and then go back for like mushu pork. And then I remember laughing and then getting up and I fell back. And the last thing I remember seeing was my friend Bo's face reaching for me. And then I kind of came to, and he had fallen over. He was laughing so hard.